Am I audible? Audible? Great, great. Sure. Once again, very good evening. I hope all of you are fine. Good. Double thumbs up. Fire element. Very good. Very good. Okay. So today's class is about the general diet and nutrition. Okay. So the different PhD scholars are doing with their different topics, but there are certain rules of food and nutrition which are general. So those rules we will understand today. Okay. So I believe that all of you are having your notebook or diary and pen with you so that you can note it down. Yes, that's great. Sudhaji, she's showing her notebook. Good. Okay, nice. Okay, fine. Okay. So let us first start with the common rule. Okay. See, there, rule number one, first rule is always remember, if your stomach is not clear in the sense, whatever things we are eating, if those food are not getting digested, so the undigested food remains inside the stomach. Okay. And these food will later become toxic, which is called as ama. That is toxins, ama in Sanskrit. And these toxins, they remain inside the stomach. Now, I'll give you some examples. Okay. If let's say one example, that morning you are having your breakfast at say around 9 or 9:30. A good breakfast. It can be idli, sambar, or poha, or upma, whatever. A good breakfast you had, and it was a heavy breakfast, maybe a puri bhaji or something. Okay. After having that breakfast, you're full. But say after half an hour or 1 hour, your friend enters your house and he or she offers you a chocolate. Okay, understand this example very carefully. So your friend is offering you a chocolate, and that chocolate is not a very big Cadbury bar. It's a small piece of chocolate. Okay, a small piece of chocolate. So you're happy because you're getting some dessert. So you had that chocolate. Very happily you have taken that chocolate. Okay. After 1 or 1.5 hours, little bit of hunger. Little bit. So you decide that you will have a cup of coffee or tea after 1 hour. Okay. So 9 o'clock, proper breakfast. Around 9:30, a piece of chocolate. Around 11 o'clock, you decide that you will have tea or coffee. So you had tea or coffee. Okay. Now, it's say 1 o'clock. So naturally, you will be ready for your lunch. So for the lunch, you had a very good lunch. Roti, sabzi, dal, or sambar rice, rasam rice, sabzi, whatever. You had a proper lunch. After 2 or 3 hours of lunch, you feel like eating something. You ate a small piece only. I'm not saying that you're eating a big amount. Small, small things. Maybe you got some sweet, you ate that sweet. Again at 4 o'clock, you're having tea or coffee. Then in the evening, you are very hungry. So that time you feel, and especially monsoon season, so you feel like having bhajiyas and pakodas. So you buy something and eat, or maybe you are making and eating. And then dinner time, you are not much hungry, but still you are afraid that if I don't eat, then I will not be able to sleep. And if I don't sleep, I'll be again hungry. So you are forcing yourself to eat that chapati or dal or whatever, dalia, whatever you have made. Okay. Now this is one full day's chart, I'm saying, which people generally do. You know what, people come and tell me that I am not eating much, but thoda thoda beach mein chips, thoda thoda, beach mein ice cream. All is thoda thoda, little little. Okay. Now I'll ask you one question. You put the answer on the chat. So all this, ladies definitely should answer to this question. Men can also answer. Suppose you want to grind for idli batter. Okay, ध्यान से सुनना question को. You want to grind for the idli batter, and guests are going to come. So you want to make the batter at home. You want to make 5 kg batter, but you do not have grinder at home. So you are having a normal mixer pot. So this 5 kg ka, the ingredients which you have soaked, now this you are going to grind in your normal mixer jar. Now the normal mixer jar does not have that much of capacity that it is going to grind 5 kgs. Small amount is okay, but you are forcing that mixer that it should grind so that it gets fermented, so that I can make nice idlis by tomorrow for the breakfast tomorrow. So you are grinding it non-stop, and finally you find that the mixer is not running. Now what we do? We turn the mixer upside down. We remove that pot. Mixie ko ulta kiya. There's one red button. All the ladies, you must be knowing this. There's a red button. We push it. Push kiya. फिर mixer starts. Chalu. Mixie start ho gaya. Okay. Now again you are grinding. Again it is stopped. Again you turn it. फिर से push किया. Now continuously when you are doing this, after a certain time, you will find, in spite of pushing, the mixie will not run. Am I right or wrong? If I am right, double thumbs up. If I am wrong, then like this. Am I right? Correct? It's correct, right? Similarly, this is the common mistake which we do. Because the tongue is in love with certain food, and to satisfy that tongue, we are continuously eating, and believe me, people say that हमने थोड़ा ही खाया. Chota piece chocolate, 1 scoop of ice cream, 4-5 wafers, 2 bhajiyas, 3 something, 1 laddu. So what happens is, if you are doing this for 1 or 2 days, that's fine. But we are doing this continuously almost every day. Okay. So now what happens is, this body is a mixer, and this mixer will not be able to grind after a certain limit. But the food intake which is happening, that thoda, small karke, the quantity is becoming huge. And after a period of time, the body is not accepting those food, it is rejecting. How does the body reject? One is acidity. Everything that, in Hindi we say khattapan, the sour taste comes here. Okay, but still, since we are in love with food, we don't listen to our body signals. We keep on eating. Second signal, stomach pains. Still, we don't understand. We take some medicine for acidity and stomach pain. We keep eating. Then the third signal, loose motions. So immediately pop up a pill. So when for next 2-3 days, you are giving little rest by taking medicine and not eating, all those junk food. Again, from the 4th day, we are starting. Okay. Now, step by step, we are giving trouble to our system. Now, slowly, what happens? The body is starting to reject, and ultimately, what happens? There are n number of health issues. And what we do, it starts with one problem, and you start taking a medicine. That medicine has got some reaction, then some other problem starts. For the second problem, you take one more medicine. Now, this way, as we start aging, one after the other, problems come. And for every problem, we are taking medicines right from acidity to diabetes and hypertension, everything. And ultimately, we give up and we say a simple line. And that is, Abhi umar ho gayi hai. Abhi age ho gaya hai. Now I have become old. So this is very common. Remember, if you see the previous generation women, like I have seen my grandmothers, both the grandmothers, till the age of 90, even though in the house there was mixer and grinder, but they still used to use that stone. All the South Indians, you must be remembering that in your house, when you were small, there was that handmade mixer grinder where the heavy stone was there and people used to make the batter. And that batter was much, much tastier compared to what we grind now. Okay. Now, this is the common thing which we say. Now, this is high time that we need to stop giving excuses. When we know that we want to exercise, we don't exercise saying that I don't have time. When we know that something is not good for our health, still we eat saying that where do I get time to cook? So I will eat this junk food only. So slowly, the body starts accumulating all the waste inside. We do not know it is accumulating the waste. And then our health problem starts. So now also it is not too late. We can take care of our health. But to take care of our health, first thing is we need to start detoxing our system. I think except Krishnaji's students, I mean the participants who are younger children, rest everyone, any problem on any topic you are doing the research, the participants, those who have joined, whatever is your health problem, but if you are above the age of 25, you can do all these natural remedies to take care of your health. Okay, I would say even if you are 20 or 22, if you have certain health issues, you can start this. So basically, I call this as inexpensive detox at home. So there are certain things. See, because whatever the topics were given to me, I'll just check once. Whatever I remember is that is autism and ADHD. This is for the children. So this particular thing right now, which I'm discussing, this is not actually applicable for the children, but their parents can take care of themselves. Food and sleeping disorder, asthma, psychosomatic disease. For rest all, whatever I'm saying, you all can safely do this to detox your system. Okay, now let us understand there are certain ways how we can detox our system. Okay, in Ayurveda, there are three ways. It's said that there are three ways to detox your system on everyday basis. Okay, one is called as the Abhyanga. Abhyanga is what? Where you massage your body. So that is little difficult and challenging for the working people. You can skip that, but those who are at home, they can do simple oil massage with your own hands. Similarly, that will, in this way, you can exercise. This will be a kind of exercise also for your body. So those who are at home, those who are not working, those who are, I mean, not working, this is not going to the office, those who are retired, they can do this. The second way to detox the system is through Anulom Vilom. So Anulom Vilom pranayam is breathing in through one nostril, breathing out through the other, again breathing in through this and breathing out through the other one. Second thing. Third, the most effective way to detox the system is, which is called as oil pulling. Now, oil pulling in Ayurveda, it is said that it will cure something. The term which is used is called Ardha Chaturvat. Ardha Chaturvat means what? Any problem that you have from your neck till this head region, all the problems will be solved. So how to do the oil pulling? Oil pulling video is there in my YouTube channel. I'll share. But in short, I'm telling you, you have to take 2 teaspoons of oil. That can be just a simple coconut oil, cold pressed coconut oil, not the processed parachute oil. Cold pressed coconut oil, you put it in your mouth after brushing your teeth in the morning. Put it inside your mouth and you need to swish from one side to other like this. So you keep doing for 2 to 5 minutes, only this much. If you start doing this, so people who have migraine, who get frequent headaches, who are suffering from anxiety, depression, from like regular headaches, ENT, anything related to ears, nose, and throat, okay, and then a kind of depressing thoughts, always negative thoughts. So for those people, this is very, very beneficial. This is the best way to detox the upper side. Upper side means what? 3 chakras are there. One is the throat chakra, Vishuddhi chakra. Second is the Agya chakra. Third is the Sahasrara chakra. So when you do oil pulling daily, at least 1 month you do, and remember that no breaks. If you start doing, it has to be every day. So every day when you do for 1 month, the 3 blockages, anyone who has problem in these 3 chakras, slowly you will find that the blocks will start getting removed. These 3 chakras will be balanced when you do the what? Oil pulling. Okay. Now we come to the other ways, because the other system are also there, the other chakras are also there. So what type of detoxification we can do to clear or to awaken or to balance the other chakras? Okay, that's the reason I'm taking this class today, so that next week we can do the mudra awakening and balancing exercises. So for that, this one full week, you do all these things, whatever I'm trying saying, the detoxification, so that next Friday when we meet, your body will be little lighter to exercise. Okay. Now we need to detox the liver first. Why liver first? Because there are 2 largest organs in our body. One is the skin, second is the liver. Liver is the major organ of our body. So detoxification of liver has to be done on regular basis. Regular basis in the sense not every day. Once in 3 months, you have to detox your liver. Now, how do we detox our liver? All these are natural remedies, very safe, no side effect. You can definitely try on yourself. As I said, people should be about 22 or 25 years of age. Okay. Before that, this younger children will not be doing all these things. Okay. Now, how to detox the liver? When you detox your liver, automatically your Manipur chakra and this one, the second one, Swadhisthana chakra, that will start getting into balance. Okay, so how to detox the liver? There are 2 recipes for detoxification of liver. One is a very tasty recipe. Second is the not so tasty recipe. So the tasty recipe is for the non-diabetics. Not so tasty is for the diabetics. So note it down. Okay. So first I'll start with the tasty recipe. For this, what you have to do is you have to take black raisins. Kala munakka we call it in Hindi. So black raisins you have to take, and you need water. Now, quantity is very important. There is no rule that you have to take 2 teaspoons, 4 teaspoons. No, this depends on the person. In the sense, suppose Atulji and Sudhaji, both of them, they want to do this detoxification. So what they will do is, Atulji will take the black raisins in his hand. Sudhaji will take it in her hand. This fist, which we call it in call muthi, na, this much only. So there is no, so depending, if my palm is big, I'll be taking more. If my palm is small, I'll be taking less. So this is the right quantity. So you cannot do it for your husband and husband cannot do it for her wife. So every hand is different. That's why Ayurveda puts this stress that each individual is unique. That's the reason no particular in Ayurveda and homeopathy, there is no one medicine which is general for all. All different medicines are given based on the type of the body. So you have to take one fist, the black raisins, soak it in 400 ml of water overnight. Next morning, when you get up, boil this. Boil this so much that 400 ml of water becomes 300 ml. The quantity is little less. Now allow it to cool. Not very cool. It should be warm so that you can drink it. Okay. Now you have to drink this water. Okay. And you have to chew the raisins. Okay. And this thing, please note it very carefully, listen and note it. This has to be done only for 3 days. Then stop. You cannot do this every day. Only for 3 days. And all these 3 days, when you will be doing this, you will not have your regular breakfast because so much amount of black raisins you are going to eat. I hope this is clear to all of you. Clear, please thumbs up. Clear or not? Only 3 days. Only 3 days. Okay. And those 3 days, no breakfast. Now coming to the people who are diabetic. So diabetics cannot have so much of raisins. So for the diabetics, not so tasty method, which is Triphala Churn. Triphala Churn is easily available in the Ayurvedic stores. So a good product, Triphala Churn you take, just 1 dessert teaspoon, chota chammach, bada nahi. Small teaspoon, you have to take 1 teaspoon Triphala Churn, just 1 glass of water, around 100 ml. Isse zyada nahi, not more than this. Just put it in the glass, Triphala Churn, add this water, mix it properly, cover it, keep it overnight. Next morning, boil it 1 or 2 times and allow it to cool. When it is slightly warm, drink this. Again, only 3 days. Only 3 days. Then stop. So this liver detoxification, if you do once in 3 months, that will take care of your Swadhisthana chakra and the Manipur chakra. Okay, wherein you can balance those chakras. See, food also plays a way. Emotions, thoughts, food, exercise. These 4 things, if they are proper, then all your chakras will be balanced. If your chakras are balanced, you will not get any disease. Okay, so this is the best way to detox your liver. Now, coming on to every step, like because there are certain organs in the body, for those detoxification on everyday basis is important. Okay, now let's come to the Anahata Chakra. Anahata Chakra detoxification is important on daily basis. Why on daily basis? Because we need to take care of our lungs. Very important, lungs and heart. So heart, for our heart, we will take certain things, but for the lungs, eating certain things will not help. So we have to do something else. Now, what is that something else? When you want to keep your Anahata Chakra in balance, so the step is, the next thing is, for the lungs, you have one excellent, just 1 minute exercise you have to do. Okay, but this exercise better not to do when someone else is sitting near you, because that person will think something wrong about you. Okay, and that is, you have to cough. बहुत जोर से खांसना है, like this. When you get throat pain, cough infection on your throat, how we cough like this. So when you cough with great force, you will find that there is a thrust on your chest, which means you are exercising your lungs. This is the best way to keep your Anahata chakra, especially the lungs, in proper condition. So coughing just 3 to 4 times enough. You need not cough the whole day. Otherwise, your family members will come and give you cough syrup. Okay. So just 3 to 4 times. That's it. So this has to be done on daily basis. Now coming to the heart, one simple thing. The 3 days when you finish the detoxification of liver, then from 4th day onwards, every day for 1 month, you do this. You will never get hypertension, high BP or low BP or cardiac arrest or heart related problems. And that one thing is just for 1 month you do and then stop. Give a break, 2 months ka break, and then again you start. So that one thing is dry ginger powder. Dry ginger powder is easily available. Good brands are there. So you take just half teaspoon or a small 1 teaspoon dry ginger powder. And if you are non-diabetic, add 1 teaspoon of honey to it. Mix it. Morning after oil pulling, give a gap of 10-15 minutes and you have this 1 spoon. But if you are diabetic, you just put that dry ginger powder inside your mouth and drink water. That's it, finished. So this will take care of your heart also, which means your Anahata chakra will be in balance. Okay. Now coming on to the root chakra. For the root chakra, okay. So because root chakra and the Swadhisthana and Manipur, when these three we combine, so this is associated with the digestive system, reproductive system, and skeletal system. So all the three have to be in linear with each other. For this, what we will do? The most important thing is every day when you are having your food, especially the lunch and dinner, one simple thing. From today itself, you start if you have not yet had your dinner. And that thing is 3 simple ingredients. Ginger, okay, ginger, lemon juice, and black pepper. 3 things. So take a small piece of ginger, grate it, a very small piece, tiny piece. So that grated ginger will be around small 1 teaspoon. In that, 1/4 lemon ka juice you squeeze and just a pinch of black salt. Mix it. Before you have your lunch or dinner, you chew this and then you have your lunch or dinner. Suppose those who are working, those who are very busy schedule, they cannot have this before lunch or dinner. For them, another alternate solution is morning when you get up, instead of doing that dry, this powder, ginger powder, don't do that. You just do the coughing. That will take care of Anahata chakra. But for these 3 chakras, Manipur, Swadhisthana, and the root, the best thing is take a small piece of ginger, okay, crush it with a small stone and add, say, around 7 to 8 tulsi leaves to it. Okay, these 2 things, mix it. And morning after oil pulling, after 15-20 minutes, put this inside your mouth and for 5 minutes, like the cow and buffalo, they are better than us because they know how to eat. They keep on chewing. So for 5 to 7 minutes, you chew. When you start chewing, you will get the juice of the basil leaves and the ginger. And that juice slowly enters the food pipe and it enters the stomach. That helps to get rid of all the stomach related problems. So if your stomach is clear, all the 3 chakras will be in balance. Okay, so these simple steps you have to do to detox your system. Okay, so once you start detoxing your system, so ultimately what, and then next week we will be doing the chakra balancing and awakening exercises. So small changes in your routine, and then just 10 minutes exercise to awaken and balance your chakras. And if you do this for 1 month, you see the results. Any health problem, it can be simple acidity, gastric problem, constipation, arthritis is a little major problem, then diabetes, heart problem, hypertension, thyroid, PCOS, weight gain, overweight and obesity, all these things. You know why these things are happening? Let us first accept the fact that the Panch Mahabhutas inside my body is not in a proper or in a balanced way. Plus, my chakras are not balanced, and that's the reason I'm getting. And plus, of course, my eating habits are not good, and that's the reason I'm getting little by little health problems. The moment I get a headache, the moment I get a stomach ache, I start popping up a pill, and then ultimately I'm dependent on medicines. And there's a stage when I carry, instead of a cosmetic box, I start carrying a medicine box where I open it with style. And instead of taking out lipsticks and compacts, I take out medicines at the age of 40 itself, which I feel is not right. Even at the age of 70, you should not carry such a big box of course, if you're traveling, you can carry certain things to take measure that, you know, baba agar loose motion ho gaya to I am having stomatal, I'm ulti aa gayi to kuch hai, but sari dawaiyan nahi. So the only way to reverse your any health condition is only having a good diet plus the detoxification at regular intervals, and of course the mudras and exercises and pranayam, plus a good and positive mind. This will really help you to get rid of lot of health issues. Okay, and those who are looking for the reversal of lifestyle diseases, it can be sleep disorder, diabetes, hypertension, you can slowly start reversing. Of course, the meditation, psychoneurobics you are practicing, so that with a positive attitude you practice. It's not that, oh my God, every day I'm doing but nothing is happening. No, with a very positive attitude in the morning time when the subconscious mind is very active, you start doing. I shared the video also where the sound is there, color is there. So you have to just sit in mudras and you can practice this every day. So if you have time, you can practice it for twice also. So slowly, see the lifestyle which we are learning from the people from the West. This was the Indian culture. Then why should we learn from someone else attending a seminar or a class that about lifestyle? Rishi Bhagbat has written in his book Dincharya 5,000 years back. What should be the time when you should wake up? After waking up, what is the first thing you have to do? Then what? Then what? Everything is there in Dincharya. So when we belong to such a country where the heritage, the culture, the food, you know, I heard someone saying that when a person is born till he dies, suppose he is dying at the age of 80, and from the birth to the age of 80, if that person is having 3 times different varieties of food, but still there are so many recipes left which the person will not be able to finish. There are so many cuisines in India, but why are we only running after bread, burger, and pizza? It's simply laziness. Making a sandwich, adding 2 slices of tomatoes because tomatoes are very costly now, and 8 slices of cucumber, putting some pepper on it, and then saying that a very healthy breakfast, I'm giving it to my children, I would say this is simply laziness. Because India is not a country, or Indians should not be having breads. Breads are for those people, those who have visited foreign countries. You will find that they do not have that facility like Indians. Cooking is difficult because almost all through the year the weather is very cold. They cannot grow so much of grains and vegetables which India grows. So we can make varieties of dishes. So why are we making gulab jamun out of breads? Why are we making dahi vada out of bread when you can use urad dal for dahi vada, when you can use atta for even the maida is better than the bread which you are making gulab jamun out of it. I've seen these recipes. Okay. So this is not going to help. So we have to, huh? So we have to take care of our health. Okay, so this was the short session. And last thing before I wind up, the detoxification mudras. See, whatever I have told today, if you have noted it down, from tomorrow you start, so that next Friday when we meet, you can give your feedback. Along with that, do the detoxification mudra. Detoxification mudra is like this. I'll show 1 second. These two fingers, the middle finger and the ring finger, between these two, this space is there. Correct? Okay. So the thumb, you have to keep your thumb here like this. Like this. Okay. This is called as the detox or detoxification mudra. So this you practice for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, like at least minimum 20 minutes a day. Okay, do this. And whatever just now I shared, you start practicing this, you will change a little bit in your routine, and then you will find lot of improvement in your health. So dried grapes, yes, it's dried grapes, which is called as black kishmish, that is black raisins or munakkas. Okay, so thank you all. I hope the session was useful. You liked it, and I'm sure that you will follow the rules which I said. You all are ready? Not so difficult, right? Easy. How many of you are saying easy? Easy? Ah, great, great. Very good. Very good. Okay. So thank you all for joining. And next week, for the exercise part, I request all of you to wear comfortable clothing, preferably loose salwar or kurta, because with sari, if you can do, that's fine. But make sure that your waist is not very tight. You're not wearing leggings kind of thing. Simple loose clothing, and make sure that your whatever you are eating, in the afternoon, there has to be a gap of at least 2.5 to 3 hours. Though the exercises are easy, but then we want to balance and awaken those chakras. So stomach has to be light. So give a gap of 3 hours at least. So if we start at 7:30, which means at least by 4 o'clock, if you finish eating everything, your chai, coffee, whatever you are having, lunch and all, then slowly you can do that. Okay. Okay, for oil pulling, I'll share this one, the video. And someone has asked this, my channel name, this is Akanksha Desire for Wellness. Okay. And I'll share the oil pulling video along, to Sai sir and Krishna madam. So they will share it in your groups. Okay. So I hope there are no questions on the chat. Okay, great. Already following this. Okay, for oil pulling, you have to use coconut oil, cold pressed oil, coconut oil. Okay. So thank you all for joining. Thanks a lot. See you next week. Okay, bye bye. I'll share this recording in a day or two. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.